So I watched Doctor Who Shada, and this was excellent. I expected it to be. Written by Douglas Adams, starring Tom Baker. It was good. There's 2 discs in there. Anyway, this was amazing. So this is Blind Spotting. It's not only starring David Diggs and Raphael Casal, but they also wrote it and produced it in part. And I didn't expect much of this movie. I'd never heard of it. And this is one of the best movies I've seen. It's poetry. These guys are rapping through like most of what they're saying. They work at a moving company. The one guy, he's been paroled, right? So he's trying to stay out of jail. And so these guys, they're friends from when they were kids, and this is how they communicate. They rap constantly, and they're really good at it. And but the film itself is the way that they have managed to film it, the way they've managed to put images together. It's poetry in and of itself. So even if you watch it and you go, I don't think these things could possibly, it's just too much coincidence or whatever, this is not gonna, you still have to appreciate it just for the art's sake. It's amazing. They did a great job. This is worth watching twice. Supernatural, the complete 13th season. And I don't know how they keep managing to put out more seasons. Like James always, every time I put Supernatural on, he says, this is written for guys, isn't it? He's surprised that I pick it out. It's really not well written or any of that. And anything, actually. It's not very good. But yet I want to like it, and I want to keep watching it, and I will. I've went through 13 seasons now, and I'm still gonna keep watching it, and I think so is everyone else. And you kind of accept the fact that it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and I don't know, things like the guys, they rush into a room to rescue a girl who's passed out because there was gas has flooded into the room, and they're not wearing any protective gear, yet there they are rushing in and they're fine. Crazy. So Dean's one big idea was to kill himself and have his brother revive him so that they can solve the problem. And it's like, wow, that's your go-to? Anyway, A Handful of Quiet. Now, honestly, this is kind of like some sort of witchcraft for little kids. I'm not saying that in a bad way. That's great. It's just you're sitting there meditating while holding rocks. And they don't go through the 4, it's, what do they say? One's a mountain, one's a flower. The one's water and one's space. So rather than air, water, earth, and fire, it's flower and mountain. Anyway, but the rocks, if you picture one of the rock being, say, a rose quartz, and another one being a tiger's eye, and another one being a clear quartz, and then whatever, then you pretty much have your kids doing some Wiccan sort of meditation. So in a circle, no less. There's a picture of it. So anyway, I would say this is not worth reading, by the way. In the back, the woman actually has the nerve, the public library paid $19.95 Canadian for this tiny little book with very few words in it and really poorly drawn pictures. And then the author has the nerve to ask for donations in the back so that she can keep meditating with children. Whatever. So, the Spiralizer Cookbook 2.0, not worth not worth it at all. I feel so sorry